Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick, we're on the Super Nintendo. I'm looking at a rather classic game. We're going to do one player because I'm the only player here. It's Frogger, of course, developed by Konami and published by Majesco Sales in 1998. Pronounce it right, Nick. You know about Frogger, don't you? I've probably reviewed it on every system. But essentially you control a frog that must go across a road, then a river, and then get into some homes or bays across the other side. The arcade cabinet was from 1981. Get ready. So here we go. Let's see how this conversion is. So I'm this frog down the bottom, lives in the bottom left. At the moment the cars aren't too bad. And now we're on the river section here. Now, in the very, very top, you can see 5 bays. We must get in there. And if I miss one of these, well, those turtles to go on, if they sink, then you're dead. Or if you get run over, you're dead. Now, you've got a limited time you can get each frog across the other side. You see level, that yellow bar gradually going down, so you can't hang around. There are things to pick up. That frog with the red hat on, I think that's some kind of bonus. And if you land on a fly as you get to the bay at the end, then you get bonus points. Now, Nick, please get off level 1. So it's a very, very, very basic game for the Super Nintendo. The only reason I think you would have bought it was because of the nostalgia, if you played the arcade there. But I'm not quite sure how much it was, but hopefully quite cheap. Now, if you was a big player of this game, let me know what the furthest you got to it. And put your favourite version on any system in the comment section below. Right, boof. Right, I've got in there, I've got in a bay. Well done me. Well done me. Now, if you're liking your Nintendo games, we do a lot more advanced ones than this. There is a playlist for SNES or Super Nintendo. To get there, click on my username. Then it takes you to the channel page. Click on playlist. There'll be Super Nintendo there, along with a number of other systems. Thank you to the subscribers. If you subscribed already, please consider doing so. It's all about beating stress, really, coming together as a community and having a bit of a laugh. It doesn't take itself too seriously, so there you go. You're either into retro games or you're not. So here we go. Boof. I never played Frogger down the arcade in 81. I probably would have been about 8 years old then. Probably didn't get enough pocket money. Right, that's 2 in the bay. 2 in the bay, 2 in the bay, nothing but 2 in the bay. Not in this game. What was that? I don't know, I think I just mixed up my old game shows there. That was a combination of Play Your Cards Right and Bullseye. Both are UK shows, right, okay. Whoop. Oh, look at that. If you miss it even by a small fraction, you're doomed. Why can't I complete level 1? Well, I seem to have about 3 lives left. The cars going across seem to be a school bus, American school bus, a red car, a green car. Not as bad as the traffic in, oh dear. Not as bad as the traffic in Horace Goes Skiing. That didn't come out on the Super Nintendo as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Horace didn't make an appearance there. He made an appearance on the ZX Spectrum and, well, I think on the, not sure he made it on the Commodore Amiga, but on the Commodore 64 he was there. No good. I seem to be avoiding that fly at the top, but you do get bonus points if you eat the fly. Frogs eat flies, and apart from that, they go across roads. Mind you, frogs can swim, can't they? So I don't know why I need to get on these logs and stuff. Very unusual. So it's a very odd flow rate here in the river. You've got turtles swimming one way, occasionally diving down. Logs going through. Maybe there's some loggers upstream, but the logs are going at different speeds. Right, 3 out of 5. That sound, when you get in the bay, sounds a bit like the Clangers. Do you remember the Clangers? I don't know if the Clangers maybe was just a UK show. Maybe it rolled in France, I'm not sure. Anyway, come on, Nick. We need another log. That's it. Time it right. Right, 4, and just 1 left. 1 left, and we're on level 2. You might have guessed already, but the further levels you get, the more hazard there are, and I think the quicker the logs go. Watch out for those turtles that duck down under the water. You don't get on the wrong one there. Right, come, let's do a bit clever. Come on, Nick, you can do this. Maybe get the next one round. This is working out a bit wrong. It's a bit wrong. It's quite addictive, this Frogger game. Yes? Yeah, I've done it. Now what? That's it. I had 11 seconds left there. Right, get ready. Watch out for Bay Gate. Right, there's alligators in the end now. So I have to watch it what bay I'm going to get in at the end, because it looks like the traffic is slightly more, because there might be an alligator waiting and that will eat the frog. We all know that the natural predator of frogs is alligators. We know that. Remember, if you've got frogs in your garden, an alligator will be close by. Oh, there's a gator there. Couldn't have gone up there, right. So that's 1 done. Will I get off level 2? Well, I doubt it. High score in the bottom left there. So it's quite a good conversion of Frogger. Don't get me wrong, the Super Nintendo can do much more advanced games than this. Hopefully it was quite cheap to buy, otherwise I would have been a bit disappointed. I wouldn't mind like a 3D Frogger maybe. But anyway, it suffices. It gives you a good bit of retro action if you want to recreate that. It's a bit of a stress buster. You don't have to think a great deal while playing this game. So if you didn't want, the challenge of a fighting game or something that's going to tax your brain too much after a busy day at college or school or stuff, then this one would have sufficed. It's game over. He's been flattened. He holds a sign saying ouch, as you would do, wouldn't you, if you was a frog? Because you can't talk, so it's all dependent on holding up signs. If you are a frog that likes to hold up signs, then comment in the comment section below. He doesn't look very impressed, that frog. So I'll have one last go on the thing, see if I can zip through level 1 now. But, you know, starts off quite tame. Modern day kids would struggle to find this game to be any good. They'd probably hate it straight away, but that's because they've got no nostalgia for the thing. It's sort of like a time where kids didn't mean a great deal to entertain them. Do kids still buy dot-to-dot books? I don't think they'd like them either, would they? Dot-to-dot, so they died out, and colouring in books as well. All of those are about to try and calm the mind, I suppose. Oh, come on, log. If the log goes off the side of the screen, you're dead. It's a single screen river. This it probably goes off the edge of the world. I don't know why I keep avoiding those flies. I keep in my mind at this critical point. I keep thinking I'm going to die, but if I did get that, it would just be like bonus points. Right. Across the school, but these frogs are quite big. So the frog's about half the size of a car. So if I was driving along the road and I saw a frog of that size, I'd certainly swerve a bit. No one's swerving on this road. They're all driving at the same speed in each lane. No police going through or rows of motorbikes, as I say, in horoscope schemes. So it's quite a safe road. About time they built an underpass for this frog, because he's been trying to cross the road since 1981. This game, 1998. So, 17 years after the original Frogger. If you own a computer growing up on any system, it's very likely that you played some version of Frogger. We reviewed quite a few on the ZX Spectrum. I don't think we reviewed any on the Commodore 64 as of yet. I need to double check, but it's everywhere. Those sort of games. It's not as covered as much as Pac-Man or Space Invaders, but it's one of the ones there. Surprised it isn't on any compilations I come across as of yet. It's one of the classic arcade games. Yes, I know, it's hard to believe. If you're walking down the arcades in the early 80s, you might have seen Frogger and put all your money in there. Right, okay, so I'm finding the bay on the top left the hardest one to get into. I'll have to bump into that I suppose it's supposed to be a female frog, is it? They're wearing a bow in her hair. I'll have to see a bump into her at some point. See what that does. Probably just bonus points. Oh, time's not looking very good. Yeah, I've run out of time there. I was almost there, but I dawdled too much. So that's one of the ways you can die. Getting run over, going into the water, because that kills frogs, as we know. Frogs hate water, or running out of time, running over by cars, and all that sort of stuff. Right, I'm a frog. Not like Kermit the Frog. Right. Or that what's that dancing frog? That was annoying, wasn't it? Don't Google no, Crazy Frog, that was it. Don't Google Crazy Frog, because you'll be in a whole heap of woe. Mind you, better than Googling Jedwood, I suppose, on YouTube. Right. Boof. So 5 for 5. Next stage, stage 2. Hold up your sign. Here he is. Get ready. Watch out for bay gators in level 2. Well, they certainly will. So, yeah, it seems like there's more traffic on level 2. That's going to gradually get more and more, but they're quite easy to avoid, unless you're being a nincompoop, which I quite often am. But these games aren't about expert gameplay. We know all this. It's about, as I say, being stressed, seeing what the game would have been like on your first or second go. Would I play this again? Yeah, probably, because it's it's so inviting in the gameplay. You know what to do straight away. So it would have been my chill-out game. It would have been my chill-out game when the day hasn't gone particularly well, which probably would have a lot back in the day. Right. Oh yeah, it was extra points. It looks like I got invincibility maybe. It's flashing red and green, that one. Yeah, oh, 200 points. Thank you very much. It looks like when you get your girlfriend frog, if you get in the bay at the end, you get bonus points. Unless I caught a fly. Watch out for gators, both in the game and in real life. You never know when a gator might jump out of a bay and chomp your legs off. Right. I would have liked to have seen this game from the standpoint of the alligator as well. Who had to try and kill the frog. That would have been nice. I think there was a Frogger 2 somewhere. I might have reviewed that. Can't remember now. My brain's not what it was. You lose brain cells every day as you get older, and it doesn't necessarily regenerate the same number. That's my excuse as I run across the road as a crazy frog. No, don't mention crazy frogs. Good, right, I've got that again. See you later, Gator. Right, so I need one more, and then I'll be off level 2, almost in the promised land here. But this is my last life. Any touch with cars and I'm doomed. Right, let's cross that bit. Watch out for turtles that duck under the water. Oh no, nincompoop. Oh look, I just threw that life away. So, you know, that was Frogger. It's a good conversion of Frogger. It does what it says in the tin. Super Nintendo could do a lot better than this, but it represents Frogger well. If you're after Frogger, then Bob's your uncle. This was a great one to have. So, hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Frogger on the Super Nintendo, published by Majesco Sales in 1998, based on the arcade cabinet from 1981. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.